Hi everyone, this is Wavelet Audio. In this video series we'll show you how we used RUNA to create tracks in different genres, showcasing how good it fits thanks to its signature sound and powerful engine features. Today we'll take a look at the tension horror mix. Let's start with the distorted impact. Here's how it sounds on its own. It might sound like something went wrong, but this is really our RUNA. We created this sound using just the features of our engine. Let's see how we did it. We used the staccato articulation. Drop the tuning of one mic by 2 octaves, and the other by 1 octave to get a deep and brutal tone. But the real magic happens in the Effects tab. Each mic has heavy processing, and the master chain finalizes the sound. Here's how it sounds dry. And with effects. Next is the horror low bass track. First we use the crescendo articulation. We think it works best for this. Then we drop the tuning of one mic by 2 octaves and the other by 1 octave. That gave us a low tone with extra harmonics. In the Effects tab we added saturation, distortion and compression to make the sound more aggressive and tight, plus a delay to add space. Next is the hybrid low bass track. To get this sound, again, we used the crescendo articulation. Tuned both mics 2 octaves down and adjusted the panning for a stereo effect. In the Effects tab, we used the pre-EQ to boost the low end, then added heavy saturation and amp for a distorted, aggressive tone. Compression adds tightness, another EQ removes unwanted frequencies, and a little reverb adds depth. Now let's look at the dark drone track. To create this dark and textured sound, we use the tremolo articulation and set the mics to stereo. In the Effects tab, we applied different side delay and modulation effects to each mic. On the master chain, we added light overdrive and 2 delays with different settings for an ambient feel. Moving on, next is the detuned low pluck. For this sound, we use the pizzicato articulation. Set the mics to stereo and tuned one mic up by a semitone. In the Effects tab, each mic has some light processing, while the master chain adds some stronger effects. Detuned pluck high is processed in a similar way, but one mic is tuned 13 semitones up to cut through the mix. Next is the detuned cello track. For this sound, we use the harmonic short articulation for its unique and chaotic tone. Then we tuned one mic down by 12 semitones and the other by 11. In the Effects tab, we used a cabinet to shape the tone, added some saturation and compression, and used an EQ to clean up unwanted frequencies. Now we move to the Shifted plug. We used the pizzicato. Tuned both mics down by 1 octave and panned them for a stereo effect. In the Effects tab, we used side delay with detune and added 2 amps for a more aggressive tone. Next up is the distorted crescendo. We used the crescendo articulation with a tremolo type. Tuned one mic down an octave and tuned the other up by a semitone for a detune effect. In the Effects tab, we added distortion and a fuzz for a heavy aggressive tone plus spatial effects. The detuned crescendo track is very similar, but here we used crescendo sustain with a shorter offset. Now let's check out a track that might sound similar at first, Horror Low Crescendo. To create this sound, we use the crescendo articulation with a harmonic type to make the tone chaotic and unstable. In the mic settings, we tuned one mic down by 11 semitones and the other by 12. In the Effects tab, we added saturation, distortion, and compression to make the sound aggressive and tight. We think the next track will impress you. Quite unexpected, right? We created this sound using only the features of our engine. Let's see how. We used the pizzicato, tuned one mic down by 2 octaves and the other by 1 octave to make the tone deeper and heavier. But most of the sound shaping happens in the Effects tab. Let's A/B compare this sound without and with a master chain. Next is the distorted signal track. We use the short harmonics here. It works perfectly for this kind of ideas. In the mic settings, we tuned one mic down by an octave to get a richer tone. In the Effects tab, we used different distortions and amps on each mic. And the master chain was used to finalize the sound. Now we move to the final track, detuned harmonics. Now that's a signature sound. To create it, we set up an auto harmonics to start playing shortly after the note is triggered. In the mic settings, we tuned one mic up by a semitone for a detune effect. In the Effects tab, we used distortion and amp. Cabinet to shape the tone, preamp for a tremolo effect, and the delay to add space. All these tracks can be easily recreated by using factory snapshots. That's all for today. Thanks for watching.